There have been weeks of protests, arrests, and reported deaths, ostensibly over the introduction of French-speaking lawyers and teachers in the English-speaking part of the country. We've heard protesters say this compromises their rights and jeopardizes their children's education. And in all this time, we have hardly heard from the government. But now we have, and we'll play you that interview with the Information Minister shortly. But we've been wondering if this is really just about language and language alone. Alex Lisinge is an English-speaking Cameroonian lawyer who's been involved in organizing the protests, and he explained.
I would like to put it this way to our listeners. What is happening in Cameroon? The government wants us to think it is a language problem. It is not a language problem. The problem that is happening in Cameroon, it's about the English-speaking Cameroonian and the French-speaking Cameroonians who were both colonized by the Britain and France. They had different cultures, values, legal system, and educational system. They came together in a union which was based on equal part, a federal structure of government in 1961. And over the years, the government of Cameroon have been, I will use this word, assimilating or annexing the English part of Cameroon. They have been eroding the culture, eroding the legal system, like in the courts in the part of English Cameroon, which we practice common law. They are sending judges and administrators who they don't understand or they don't even speak English to be judges and administrators in our own part of the country. With regards to our educational system, they are sending teachers who don't know how to speak English to go and teach in Pidgin English.
So you're saying that that your identity as an English-speaking Cameroonian is being eroded?
Yes, we have our own territory. And according to the 1961 Federal Constitution, the French majority in its Article 47, they were not supposed to use their majority to discriminate against the English-speaking Cameroonian.
But why now, and why so provocatively, in a way that sort of disturbs the peace of the country? You know, in a way that now threatens the union of the country and threatens the government of the country in a way as well.
The government is a government that does not listen. It doesn't talk because the lawyers first wrote to the President of La République du Cameroon a letter on the 9th of May 2015. The government did not reply. Then 7 other letters were followed, no reply. And at the end of the day, the government is omnipotent, alpha and omega. It has been going on for years.
That's Alex Lisinge, one of the organizers of the ongoing protests in Cameroon's Anglophone regions. Communication Minister Issa Chiroma spoke to me from Yaoundé. So, are they ready to listen to these complaints?
We are ready to listen. Those problems are welcome in the government. We said that, okay, we understand your claim. Let us sit around the table, explain, and we are going to find a common solution through dialogue and consultation. Today, on behalf of the government, we say that the problem that they raise, if they are legitimate, all the problems which are conform with our laws and our constitution, the government is ready to receive them, listen, and together we find a common solution to those problems.
Several people are at this moment in jail in Cameroon. There were members of a consortium that wanted to address these issues with the government. They are all in jail. Why is that? If you're saying that you're inviting dialogue, why are these people in jail?
All of those who were arrested and today in custody just because they were caught red-handed in burning, looting, threatening people, maiming people. All of those who, in one way or other, have been arrested, madam, they were caught red-handed. They have the right to have their lawyer to defend them, and the presumption of innocence is recognized to whoever finds himself in this situation.
What about human rights activists who say that they were being arrested because they were protesting, not that they were looting and burning and intimidating people? They were showing their dissatisfaction. What are they being charged with, and why are they still in jail?
The assessment of the situation is completely wrong. And the trial of all of those who today are in jail, the trial will be open. their lawyer will be there to assist them. Whoever found not guilty will be released.
But there are people still in jail and people who have been in jail for a long period of time that have yet to appear in court. So you're saying that they're being afforded rights, but they're still in jail and not yet charged.
According to our law, madam, nothing is done in breach of the law. Nothing is done out of the law.
So as far as you're concerned, do Anglophone people in Cameroon have anything to be dissatisfied and unhappy about?
In case they have such a problem, let them bring them to the government, and the government is open and ready wholeheartedly to examine any kind of problem, provided that those problems fall within the provision of our law and constitution. I would like you, madam, to know we are ready. If they say that they are ostracized, they are frustrated, they became the second-class citizen. Okay, come with those problems and sit around the table and let us see.
Cameroon, as we know, is a state that is divided into two languages. The people in the Anglophone part of the country have been expressing profound dissatisfaction with the way that arrangement is working. Some of them want federalism or separation. Is that something that the government of Cameroon is prepared to discuss?
We say that, come, when you want to engage in such discussion, you have to come with constitution and the law. If the constitution enables the government to discuss federalism or secession, there is no problem. But if the constitution prevents the government from so doing, the government cannot accept this, madam.
Let's talk about the two main issues that people keep bringing up. They say they want English laws in Anglophone Cameroon. Is the government ready to give in on this?
Yes, indeed, there is no problem. Whatever can be given to them in order to allay, in order to alleviate, in order to ease the situation, there is no problem.
You make it sound very easy. So I'm just wondering, why hasn't this been discussed? Why has it come to this? Why is it that people are in jail? Why is it that people are being assaulted on the streets by the police? If it's so easy, if it's just a matter of dialogue.
They refuse to come and dialogue, madam, because they have their own agenda. What put them the question, what are your hidden agenda? Cameroon government is ready to meet you, discuss with you, and there is no question which is taboo. You want federalism, you want secession, no problem. What says the constitution?
On an issue that we've had very, very many complaints about, people are saying that the internet is down in the English-speaking parts of the country. Why is that?
Internet is a marvelous tool that can bring together the world as a whole and Cameroonian in particular. But when you use this tool to incite hatred, political upheaval, riot, it is wrong. This, unfortunately, what is being done with this marvelous tool that we call internet.
From the information that we're getting from lots of people, and they send it to us as a program here on Focus on Africa, and they also send it to us as presenters of the program, they say the information that they are putting out there is of them being assaulted, being arrested, being harassed by the police. And that, they say, is what you are trying to stop by shutting down the internet.
It is completely wrong, madam. This information is misleading. The reality is completely different from what they have been telling you, and I am here just to gainsay this information.
That's Cameroon's Minister of Communication.